Okay, so today we're going to talk about some of the main long-term and short-term causes of the Russian Revolution. The first one we're going to talk about is long-term, and it's poverty. This was widespread among the peasants of Russia. Many of the peasants were small farmers. They had to pay huge taxes and sums to the government. As a result, almost all the small farmers were deeply in debt. Their machines were outdated and slow, and the government took all of their profit. The result of this was a large lower class that was eager for a change in government and ready to support anyone who offered them a better life. The next one is also long-term, and it's a failed government. It was a total and complete monarchy. The Tsar ruled and didn't have to listen to anyone, and because everything was up to him, when he decided that he wanted to keep Russia in a state that was much like the late Middle Ages, no one could protest. They simply didn't get access to the technology of the day, and the peasants were completely unrepresented. There was really no sort of local government, so the Tsar had no idea what the peasants needed. As a result of this, the government was weak, and when the time came that the peasants were called upon to revolt, they had no problem doing so, because they had no connection with the government. A disloyal military was also a long-term cause. Russia had put together a huge army, but the soldiers were treated horribly and given less respect than a common citizen. So, when the Bolsheviks took control and offered them a better situation than the one they were in, they gladly switched sides, happy to be away from the people who had mistreated them. Finally, the short-term one is World War I. World War I simply pushed everyone over the edge. When the war started out, Russia was doing badly. In an effort to try and fix the problem, the Tsar came forward and took complete control of the war effort. This meant that, at least in the eyes of his subjects, any of Russia's failures from then on were his fault. And when the war went badly, more men and supplies were taken from farms, pushing them further into poverty. All of these problems were bound to lead to a revolt, and when it finally happened in 1917, Russia had to back out of World War I to deal with it.